I'm back!
Guess who's back, motherfucker?
For like 2 minutes, but those 2 minutes will blow your fucking mind. It's your mind getting blown. Bam. Welcome to the first of many 2-minute game reviews. When I feel the need to actually review a video game properly, this is the format I'll use. The idea is fairly simple, but I'll explain it anyway, on the off chance you have massive frontal lobe damage, or you just had a 3D printed skull installed. It's a game review and the time it takes to watch a movie trailer. Why? I don't know. I'm distracted all of a sudden with it. Its explanation's taking too long. Right, short attention spans. Haha. I remembered. More to the point, I don't think the kind of person that watches game reviews on YouTube is in need of anything resembling a traditional game review. You're probably the kind of person that watches Twitch TV to get a feeling for the gameplay before you actually play the game. You've probably watched all the trailers, like all of them, and you have a grasp of the plot. And you probably spend enough time on Reddit or NeoGAF or both to have a good idea of the game's upsides and downsides. So if all that information's out there, why do a game review at all, even if it is 2 minutes long? Well, it's for my opinion, and maybe a little buying advice. It's gonna be quick and dirty and straight to the point, and I swear I'll never be whiny or condescending or stick my head up my own ass. If a traditional 2,000 to 5,000 word game review is a romantic vacation with the love of your life, this is a hand job in a truck stop bathroom, let's be honest. Are you excited yet? I know I am. Fuck it, let's do this. Let's first get the big, sexy elephant in the room out of the way before we move forward. Infamous Second Son is a gorgeous video game. I'd like to draw particular attention to this super move called the Orbital Drop, which was featured prominently in trailers and TV spots because it's in the game. You're seeing a mid-game use of that super move, and it looks identical to the version that was seen in the promotional material, which is truth in advertising, which is sadly rare these days, especially as it applies to video games. So that's absolutely fucking brilliant. Honesty again when speaking of Second Son's gameplay, which is a true blue Infamous experience with a few new powers to shake things up. None are recycled from the previous entries in the series, which is a creative touch I quite like. It would have been easy to bring back ice and lightning, but they didn't at all. The game feels a bit better this time around, especially as it applies to travel mechanics. However, the climbing and melee mechanics are as wonky as ever, and they really could have used a spit shine for the franchise's 5th anniversary. I mean, look at this. He jumps around like some sort of meth-addled chimp that escaped from, I don't know, backwoods redneck circus. Twitching all over the side of the building, like high on his own freedom and, meth. Climb, you fuzzy little methed up freedom chimp, climb!
Okay.
Nitpicking aside, Infamous is a genuinely entertaining and gratifying game to play and welcomes newcomers and old fans alike. But both groups will find themselves face to face with an unavoidable problem: the length. Infamous Second Son is a surprisingly short game with heinously boring side missions. Side missions don't even need to be played unless you're obsessed with 100%ing the game, which I totally am.
Sleep is for the weak.
In fact, in my first playthrough I did maybe 3 side missions, and I was not only leveled up enough to take on the game's final boss, but I almost felt overpowered when I did. Even after an initial playthrough of the main story and completion of every side mission, I clocked in at roughly 20 hours. There's no in-game timer, so I can't give you a completely accurate count. Additionally, Expert Mode does little to add challenge to the game. It simply gives dumb bots better damage and higher accuracy. But no more negativity. I only mention length so that I might say this. Infamous Second Son is a truly spectacular game that deserves your time right now if you have a PS4. From its eerily well-executed performance capture to its entertaining gameplay and gorgeous Seattle skyline, Second Son begs to be a part of your collection when it's $20 a year from now. In the meantime, unless you're a diehard fan, it begs to be rented for a week. And now for my arbitrary 1 to 10 rating. Kidding. Who does that? It's fucking stupid.